Hello, my name is Paweł Kamiński
And my name is Konrad Hildebrand.
and we welcome you to our weekly video from Netrunner League Warsaw City Grid.
This time we have Kuba Kowal, this is different Kuba from the last time, playing Wayland Gagarin against Bzyk, who is playing good old Kate McCartney.
So, let's begin. Player shakes hands and both decided to keep their hands, no mulligans. So, let's begin with Corp Gagarin Wayland. Ace on HQ, very typical, especially if he has agendas in hand. And
Yeah, I see he has mostly ice in his hand and a snare, I suppose.
I would expect ice on R&D. Oh yes,
For what?
he just thinks about what to put here.
Money. Just money. And what's your third action, Kuba?
I saw an Enigma, so this would be a good ice for a
He
start.
has Enigma, Ice Wall, Pop-Up.
And I saw a snare.
Oh, okay, so
Nasty surprise.
meanwhile Bzyk just starts with Sure Gamble.
Money, always
And-
useful.
Oh, and yeah,
He tried to jump.
this is Hunter from the corset.
Very basic ice, but useful.
One res for strength, so he taxes him with a trace, and Bzyk saw punitive counter-strike.
So Kuba is going to kill him sometime. Here is Enigma. What keeps Bzyk away from his HQ. So he gave pretty much all information about his hidden cards. He has no surprises.
And he has almost no money. I think he played against Kuba.
Yes, he killed me with punitive counter-strike, so I know it's his strategy. He probably has government takeover in his deck, and if you steal it, you are probably dead. At least, maybe you can have 2+ crits and a lot of money, but he can still try to kill you.
Yeah, so far Kate has more money than him, and I think...
Another short gamble.
Okay,
And Parasite.
or anything.
Good target, don't you think?
Yeah, he wants to go at his central server to not pay money for accessing remotes because it's Gagarin.
Okay, so Kuba catches up with money, with hedge fund. Bzyk decides to draw. Here he is looking for something.
What I think that since Bzyk saw punitive counter-strike, he knows that Kuba is not playing small agendas, so he needs some serious remote server. So he doesn't need to run every card Kuba installs, because he knows that there won't be many agendas there without install advance.
Okay, so he played R&D interface, so he probably decides to go for that Hunter and smash the R&D.
Yeah, Kuba over installs Enigma with Enigma, but well, it's third run of the evening, so they are kinda tired at this point. I think this is pop-out at the R&D.
Yeah, our local league is a good training before larger tournaments, because you can understand how is it to play for 5 hours in a row. Okay, so Bzyk drew a card and another one. He is not afraid of discarding, he is the shaper. He can take his cards from the heap.
He just wants more money with the lucky find. Well, take your money.
Okay, mandatory for Kuba.
Or he discarded it? What he? Yeah? No. No, yeah. He played lucky find and discarded them. Yeah, why not? You don't need to install them hard from the hand.
Okay, so Kuba is making more remote servers. His ID ability allows him to do it, because Bzyk has to pay one. He's paying right now for accessing.
Oh, unadvanced Project John book. Ooh.
And
what's this? What is it? Oh,
the Jackson Howard.
Yeah, this is the Kuba proxies Jackson Howard. And
He checked archives, or Kuba is checking it?
I think Kuba is thinking if he wants to remove Jackson from the game. Yeah, he let Bzyk pay for removing, so 4 credits for removing Jackson Howard. Since Kuba didn't have anything interesting in his archives, he decided to give him Jackson.
Yeah, it's better to have him in the trash. You can always recover him with another Jackson, so the circle will be unbroken.
Yeah, so Bzyk installed professional contacts, so he will be growing and getting money. Economy on the Kuba side is kinda low because he has 4 unrest eyes and only 8 creds.
Yeah, I believe Bzyk could try this R&D with this interface. This would be 2 cards, and I don't believe Kuba can rest all that ice. He just put it here to make Bzyk scared of running. But he's not going to run, he's installing same old thing, so he probably has some useful events.
Yeah, I think this is some variation of prepaid Kate, since we saw Lucky Find, and I believe this is the Surge, the card that let you put virus tokens on virus, you put virus token on in this turn. So is he playing some medium? Like since he wants, since he has Surge, he wants to play some crazy virus. Okay, money and something in the mode. And another money. Exciting turn.
He's trying to catch up. He doesn't have any economic assets,
Yeah.
so
here goes pop-ups. One, the ugliest alt card in the world.
Mr. Jellybean.
And another pop-up?
No, he's thinking. This could be something larger. You are not thinking about raising a pop-up, it's a pure gain to you.
Yeah, and just the ice wall which stops.
Not very large. But it suits his needs.
Yeah, so basically he rested for free. And
So-
here is the second enigma.
So Bzyk is trying to keep his pressure. Kuba has to spend money to raise ice. So Bzyk will catch up to him because Corp easily can gain advantage over the runner and get more money than him. And Bzyk is trying to not allow Kuba to do that.
Another same thing, which I guess means that there is not very interesting things in Bzyk hands at this moment.
No breakers for him so far. No tutors.
Yeah, I think... Okay, this is Caduceus on the HQ. And I see another Project John Book in Kuba's hand.
So I think Bzyk tries to face check as many as he can.
Yeah.
And then he will decide what to bring from his deck to counter the ice.
If he doesn't have any programs, he isn't scared of any destroyer sentry.
Clone chip. Now he has access to his Femme Fatale, which is in the trash.
Yeah. Okay.
But he still needs 9 credits. He has it, but I don't believe he wants to spend it all. There's no good target for Femme Fatale right now. Maybe very advanced ice wall could be a target, but not at this time.
And more money for Kuba. He needs more economy, I guess. He's waiting for his path campaigns. What he was playing.
He played 3 path campaigns, but this was week before that movie, so maybe he changed something.
Here is the first prepaid.
Yeah, they are both building their table.
And here's the third sure gamble, this time for 1 card more than usual from the prepaid. So this is the small step for the prepaid gate.
Some discussion going right here. Okay, he told him to use that credit on sure gamble. It's always good to mark your moves.
Royalties.
Yeah, 3 credits for Kuba. But
advance.
Bold move.
So
what will Bzyk do?
Bzyk can go through 1 program with Femme Fatale from the hip. If he has SMC, he can go. He has enough money to install Femme Fatale and any program he will need to bypass to go through the first ice.
Okay, so he is looking for the programs in the trash, I believe.
Yeah, he has only Parasite and Femme Fatale, I believe.
Okay.
He is running.
He decided to go.
Kuba has only 10 creds. This isn't much.
Yeah, he still want to keep 1 for advancing this.
If he is passing along...
Okay.
Yeah, this is the moment Kuba will realize there is femme fatale in the heap, I suppose. Oh yeah, here's femme fatale. So.
And Parasite, and not much more events.
If he unrests, if he leaves the first ice on, yeah, Bzyk is going through, I think.
Yeah, 9 creds for
8.
probably.
I think 8 because this is the first program installed.
Yeah, this is Kate. So.
Yeah, so what is...
It's not a good target in the long distance because Enigma is pretty weak ice.
I don't know what was the first ice that Kuba didn't rest. And it was obvious that Femme Fatale will go through, but maybe this is some trap. What is it? Oh, what is it? Agenda. Maybe he didn't have any money and just wanted to bluff Bzyk. But at the end of the day, it was only the first agenda, and the Femme Fatale is on useless Enigma.
You are a shaper, so Bzyk is a shaper. He can reinstall it with Scavenge, for example. Still agenda for 10 credits, 9 credits. Kinda worth. How much points was that?
Free. It was government contract.
Okay, so totally worth in my book.
And the problem is, Kuba has punitive Counter-Strike in his hand, but not enough money to treat any damage.
Okay, so he decided to ice more. Good old Wayland with his walls. One of the first glaciers in the game. Not Gagarin, but generally Wayland is known for building great pile of ice.
Okay, another clone chip for free, because Kate is Kate. And I think Kuba is in hard position. Okay, and here's Dirty London Archives.
He earns more because he has 1 credit recurring. Okay, so nothing special here. Just drop events, Jackson Howard, ice.
Yeah, only 5 cards. The only one card Bzyk didn't. I think he knew about every card. In
yeah,
the
probably.
archives?
I saw that Kuba by mistake put one of the cards.
So that was the confusion.
Face down. It was the ice which Parasite destroyed.
Yeah. Anyway, with prepaids, the Dirty Laundry is as effective as basic Sure Gamble 4 creds for a click. That's marvelous.
Okay.
Install. Kuba needs much more money if he wants his primitive Counter-Strike plan to have any chance to succeed.
Maybe it's a Padam campaign. I haven't seen it. Okay, so he's playing Parasite from the heap.
Before the beginning of his turn. So at the beginning of his turn, Parasite gets token and he destroys Ice Wall.
Right. Okay, so now for 1 credit and 1 trace he can go through.
Yeah, and this trace is, I guess, Strange 3. And Kate has basic 2 links, so for 3 creds he goes for 2 cards.
It stays and it stays. We can't see. We have to adjust our camera to see the cards better, but it depends from the player how much he can rise it from the R&D. Okay, so Kuba is thinking he's in hard position. He has not enough money to resolve this ice and comfortably advance something.
Yeah, the problem is he can maybe res ice, but then it's not enough to treat with punitive Counter-Strike. And here's a lady, in case there is some barrier.
And there probably is. You are playing against Wayland, so I will expect many barriers. You made one deck from Wayland which has barriers only, I believe, or mostly barriers.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But you can surprise the player.
There is the whole uncorrodable archetype, but since the lady is also a nice fractor. So what was this ice that he didn't rest last time, and which costed him an agenda? Why he didn't do that last time?
It's only 4 credits for 3 and the run 2 strange ice.
So Spiderweb is the newest Wayland ice from the Underway. 3 subs, 2 strength, so it's perfect to tax lady because it's 2 tokens. But why? He could secure agenda last time. I think he had enough money to res both of these eyes.
I don't know.
And
Maybe
advance it.
maybe he tried to go for punitive, but he realized too late that he doesn't have enough money.
But he didn't rest it now, so what was that?
4 credits. Not good, not bad.
It's looking grim. Kate has 14 and one pad, 2.
He still can raise 1 more ice for this, probably. Many basic ices are capped at 4.
Yep. So far, until Bzyk finds his diffractor, decoder, the HQ is somewhat safe.
He can pay for both. I don't know what's the third 5. Okay, so he has to go to R&D. And this is another ice wall.
Yeah, so this is just a token from the lady.
Credit for pop-up.
2 credits for the hunter.
And 5 cards.
We don't know what card is in this remote. Is it Jackson? Oh, is there an agenda? The last card? I don't know. It doesn't look like agenda. It's a 10. It's current. The paywall implementation.
Yeah, so Kuba plays it.
So there is nothing interesting for Bzyk to come back at this point of the game.
A rules clarification: don't you access 1 more card because of R&D interface
No,
indexing?
It's indexing. It replaces the whole access.
Okay, because it's instead of accessing cards. Okay, so nothing good with this indexing, merely information about next Kuba moves.
Another prepaid. So I guess Bzyk moved the pad campaign further into R&D, so Kuba has even more problems with his economy at this point.
What would you do in his situation? Click for money, card and 3 credits, card and 3 credits?
I guess he has many. His ice is very light. It's cheap, light ice. I think this spider web is the most expensive one in his deck.
Especially for the lady.
Yeah.
Or for Femme Fatale too, if you tag him with Femme Fatale, it'd still be 3 credits. So not very
I think
good.
Kuba isn't raising this card in the remote, so probably it's not the Jackson. Maybe raising Jackson and digging for more economy would be some way out of this situation.
What could it be? Hidden agenda? He's waiting for the right moment?
I don't know. This is the problem. If this is another 3 points agenda, he needs 2 turns to... and here is Atman, and Atman will be, I guess, at Strange 2 to move through Enigmas. Yeah.
Okay, so now he's good to go. He expects the agenda in the HQ. Is he right? 1 credit for pop-up?
And what's that? Kuba thinking.
He's John back in hand. He could easily bluff this for agenda in this remote.
I don't think so.
It's 1 credit for use, 2 advances.
Yeah, but... it was the Caduceus. So Caduceus is very strange eyes. Do you want to pay 4 with Femme Fatale to break it? Or do you just try to go through traces because you are Kate, and I guess the second trace on Caduceus is just Strange 2?
I believe, yes. The first one is funny because you can pass it and Corp will gain the money which he spent.
I guess he pays with Femme Fatale. Oh, so this is a window for Kuba because Bzyk has almost no money.
Will we see it? No.
I guess this was some operation. So okay, so 1 money and 2 money. If you want to pay for the Caduceus, for the Caduceus, you need at least 1, 2, 7 credits to go into R&D. Oh, that was Jackson.
He's using it.
I guess he had some agendas in his archives, and now he takes the remaining Jackson from the archives, I suppose. No,
Jackson and
money.
hedge fund. So hedge fund and 2 hidden cards.
Yeah, it was another government contracts, and I guess another agenda. So this is the problem because since this is prepaid gate, Bzyk just played one dirty laundry on archives and his 5 cards more in his bank.
Okay. He decided not to shuffle.
No. And this is another agenda for Kuba. It doesn't look good. He can't install it in this remote because this is just 2 creds and 2 tokens for Bzyk to break.
He thought about going with the Junebug bluff. I would second that. Go with the bluff. Tax him a bit.
The problem with Junebug bluff is that with 2 tokens you won't kill the runner. So do you want to pay 3 creds when you have 4 creds to just do 4 net damage to the Shaper who will bring back any cards in a second?
Yeah, he even don't need to break the spider web with Lady. He could use Atman because it's strange too. So
no, it's the same. You pay 2 for Femme Fatale and... Oh yeah, you are right. Atman at strength 2 is brutal in this situation. It's just 5 credits and he's not taxing the Lady. Oh, it's no good. It's no good.
Okay, so Kuba clicked for credits. He's trying to catch up to Bzyk. Bzyk has professional contact, so he's getting cards and credits at the same time. Very good. Okay, so he's trying the R&D.
Yeah, 1, 2, it's 4 creds for him, I think, to break. No, 3 creds and Lady token. What was the card? Oh, Snare.
Snare. A staple of Kuba's deck.
Okay, this is good. This is good because he can't move.
Okay.
This is very good.
Shaper bullshit going away. Kuba is pretty proud of his snares in Wayland.
So now Femme Fatale is stacked on the Enigma, which can be move past anyway with Atman. So.
Do you think he had only 2 scavenge?
I don't know.
There's maybe 3rd one somewhere.
I think in this deck he has Atman, he has Femme Fatale, he could have 3 scavengers to move them away and move tokens.
Okay, but scavenge is an event. He can still use same old thing to bring it back.
That's the problem in this situation.
It would be more taxing because it's 2 clicks and spending same old thing, which you would probably like to spend or on Maker's Eye.
I guess
legwork.
Scavenge in this situation is a good target if it means that you pay 2 creds to move Femme Fatale on some expensive eyes.
Right now there is no good target for Femme Fatale. This Enigma is as good as any of Kuba eyes.
I guess Caduceus is the best target for Femme Fatale right now because you pay 2 creds, not 4.
Okay, because it's strange 3, so it's out of Atman range. And it's more expensive to break it normally with Femme Fatale, so this token would be great.
Oh.
He changed his decision. It's an informal league, so we are allowed to sometimes do this. If additional information was given to any player, you could change your move.
Bzyk discarded self-modifying code and mimic. Okay, hey, here's the first bad campaign of the team. And here's the paywall implementation, which means that there are all new cards which Bzyk didn't saw last time when he ran last time to access.
And this paywall makes accessing remote servers, any servers, even more expensive.
No,
because
it's not expensive. It's just corp gains.
Okay, I mistake with the Gagarin ability because we haven't told that Bzyk has to pay for every access.
So Bzyk is going on R&D. And 2 cards. 1 card. Dun, dun, dun,
He's thinking, so it's probably something thrashable.
Yeah. Why they are showing
Maker's Eye. He played Maker's Eye.
Maker's Eye. Yeah, so For cards,
Maker's Eye and R&D interface and no luck.
4 cards, no agenda. So
I suspect that Kuba keeps agendas in hand. We saw at least one, so there may be more. That's why he iced HQ.
At this moment, there is only one token on Lady, but Spiderweb could be broken by Atman, so it's still not enough money.
I believe Kuba should use this Jackson before for digging.
Wow. So he has 2 more MU, and every parasite or data sucker he installs will get 1 token right away.
So it's pretty modified. Prepaid Kate with viruses. She is not afraid of malware on her console.
Kuba needs more eyes on remote, but some eyes that has more strength than 2.
I don't know.
Okay, here's the Junbok, I think.
You think?
Yeah.
I thought maybe he's waiting for the punitive Counter-Strike and government takeover, because I believe that's the reason why Bzyk haven't found agendas yet. There are only 6 agendas.
He can't play government takeover now because Bzyk has 3 points already. So even if Bzyk steal government takeover, and
you are right.
So the problem is with same old thing and 2 prepaids. Bzyk can just use 3 clicks to gain 8 money and run on last click, because he can play Lucky Find from his hip. So
he has
a lot
so
of
many
money,
options,
and he can have much more money.
So he is thinking about running. He saw 1 Junbak, so he can suspect another one. Yeah. He saw Snare, so he knows that Kuba is not afraid of using traps on runners.
Okay, he's counting.
It's not exactly the Glacier deck.
For Femme Fatale.
Killing the runner is as good as scoring agendas in this Gagarin deck. We don't see Kuba's face, but he has this little quirky smile when he's going to something.
Okay, so Bzyk is not running. Just more another card. No,
he is
running. He's running. So
he just got some.
And what?
And what? Use the Atman.
Leave the token. Okay, so token, cred, and so 3 creds, and so
this token was not
and
worth.
1 cred for accessing, and bam for net damage, but it doesn't kill him. So,
but it's still
okay. Test run, Deus Ex, and test run, and
why didn't he play the Deus Ex? Deus Ex.
He
has no memory. He has a lot.
He could.
He saw Snare. He saw Junbak. He could suspect more net damage.
Whatever.
4 cards.
At this point, test run is not as
another
useful,
pop-up,
and since he has 2 same old thing, he can use it. He didn't lose much from this run, apart from the creds and lady token. Funny thing is, all Kuba needs is some code gate that can be broken, and isn't Enigma, and he's good to go to try to score something there.
Yeah, he have some basic economy. He recovered from the bad early game when Bzyk smashed his servers.
So here's same old thing with scavenge to reload lady. So bam. And I guess run on R&D.
I would smash on R&D. Maybe even use the Maker's Eye.
He's just going to R&D, and I guess he will... No, he is not running R&D. I guess he's waiting for next turn to just play same old Maker's Eye and go for 4 cards if he can.
Yeah, he wants Kuba to draw all these cards which he saw earlier with Maker's Eye and R&D interface.
Kuba has some money, but I'm afraid it's not enough to burn.
The time is working for him. He has spent campaign.
Yeah, if he has 2...
And he clicks for money.
If he has 2 punitive counter-strike, this is the moment he could insta because Bzyk... Oh no, Bzyk can just pay 2 crits and it's not good. He can run on first click, see what's there, and then if he steals an agenda, just play it Lucky Find from heap, and he has 8 crits more.
So is he thinking about running?
Kuba didn't advance it, so it was indexing.
Yeah, smash the R&D.
I think this is Maker's Eye. Sorry, I think this is Jackson Howard in the remote.
Maybe. Kuba bluffed me with Jackson Howard once, so it may be. Okay, so 5.
So let's see. How many agents?
We can't see.
Oh, okay. So
put them lower. Come on.
I guess.
But he is messing with them. There's something interesting in there.
If there was agenda, I think he would be much more.
Yeah,
faster.
He would grow a bit on the top. But he is thinking.
Maybe he saw government takeover and he said, "What? I know Bzyk has some time away from the runner, so some cards are new for him, but he's still a very good player."
Yeah, he won the last league, I believe.
Well, thanks for the spoilers.
I don't know if he won all, but I was surprised that he's new. He was on just a few meetings and he was pretty good. I haven't chance to play with him.
Yeah, so I guess there wasn't an agenda in the R&D again, so it's now the final prepaid. Okay, Kuba has quite money, 20 money.
Yeah, this pack campaign definitely paid for itself.
And Jackson Howard is in his hand, so maybe there's something. I don't know, if you know that R&D is safe, maybe this is really the time to install advance. Because 2 times cash the runner. Runner must pay at least 2. You will gain 1 from the successful run. He then needs 1 credit to access the card in the remote, so there is at least 4 credit swing in 1 turn. Come on!
There's some heavy thinking. He knows that he still have to score some points. Or find a good way to kill the runner. Because he used the snare and the Junebug to damage him, but he's still far away from killing Bzyk.
Yeah, and problem is the stack of the Bzyk is almost empty and he's just waiting to play Levy RL access and he will just draw only economy and multi-access cards and it won't be pretty.
I believe Kuba is thinking about his last click.
Oh, it's tough. I guess he's not believing in the unrest eyes on his remotes to stop anyone.
I think it's a pop-up. I saw these colors, so it could be the 3rd pop-up. It's
not good. Oh, in advance.
Bold move, advance and credit, so this was 2nd and 3rd click.
So it's either Project Atlas, or maybe he wants to slow roll the government takeover. Maybe
he tried this with me, he advanced once, then he advanced 2 times, then I jumped, and then he used punitive counter-strike. But this is not an option, as you said.
Yeah.
If Bzyk steals it, then he won.
Yeah, so
nothing can be done.
Okay, so what is here?
Is it Jackson?
Like Bzyk is asking what happened last turn. So it was install in remote, advance
and 1 credit.
Okay, so draw and click with professional contacts for Bzyk.
Draw and credit is always good if you don't know what to do. Professional contacts are pretty expensive, but they're paying for their services very well.
And
Okay, the last card.
It was just SMC, I guess. Okay, so Dirty Laundry on Archives.
Is there
For
something
5
there?
money, and there doesn't seem to be any Jackson forward on the
Yeah,
board.
Kuba is too calm about this.
Yeah, just so
Scorcher.
Scorch.
How many ways to kill the runner he has? Is it scoring even an option in this deck? He has so many low strength eyes. Maybe it's just to tax the runner, and his main plan is to kill.
So this was the third click. This was the third. What? Should I stay or should I go? More cash? Yeah, we are running there.
Okay, so
it's
pop
just
up.
Pop up. Whatever. So 1 cred. And now Bzyk is thinking, if this is only pop up, is there an agenda or another trap? Oh yeah, he bounced. So oh, what's going on? Oh,
He's thinking about raising before drawing.
yeah.
But no.
So was this an agenda?
This
No,
was
this wasn't an agenda. Or
this was some ice, two pieces of ice.
yeah, but he's not advancing the card in the remote. So what is this?
I think it could be government takeover, but I don't know why.
Oh my god.
Okay, he's advancing.
So now Bzyk will go again. Like he has nothing to lose.
He's checking.
His torch is in the heap. There was 2 Project Jumbox in the archives. At least 1 snare. Since it's advanceable, we know it's not a snare. But in this tempo, he needs at least 2 turns to advance government takeover, and
He is pretty happy, so maybe he has some evil plan.
maybe this is just a normal 3 for 5 agenda, which he just advancing in this way.
Yeah, I don't believe he would be so calm with government takeover, but maybe he's thinking about that he scared Bzyk from running with this Junebug and
I think
Another
we'll just
trap.
play Levy. Oh, come on. Yeah, oh, test run for Tor? No. What? Ah, he will produce X for John Book, but it's just for net damage.
maybe he has some good cards. But he can,
Oh yeah, he can has his Levy. And
but he can
doesn't-
use same old thing for Levy, so it will be shuffled anyway. So
Okay, so what's there?
dum dum dum
Dum
dum.
dum 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 dum. It was another 3 for 5. It was high risk investment.
It was rather high risk.
So now Kuba has a lot of cash, and Bzyk will just access for 2 cards, and this could be the end.
Our Kuba will kill him with punitives.
Oh,
This is the end. So no luck.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
punitive.
He waited for this.
It could be over. So
So this would be 6 damage.
yes, he would be dead.
Okay, so he's checking what was in R&D. Another snare.
So close, so close, so close. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and see you around next time.
As you can see from the corp side, money isn't everything, but it helps. Sometimes. Thank you for watching. This is Paweł Kamieński.
And Konrad Hildebrand.